Hello everyone, this is Dr.P.Syamala from the Department of MBA International Business, Acharya Nagarjuna University. Coming to today's topic, we are going to study about corporate social responsibility. And what does corporate social responsibility means? What is the concepts that are involved in the corporate social responsibility, the impact, the need and significance of corporate social responsibility can be studied under this class. Okay, so corporate social responsibility means it refers to the obligation of an enterprise towards the society. Okay, means the obligation is nothing but the responsibility or the duty of an organization towards the society. Okay, it means that it is a business approach. Corporate social responsibility is a business approach that contributes to sustainable development by delivering economic, social, and environmental benefits for all the stakeholders. Okay, here stakeholders are nothing but the consumers, the suppliers, the employees, okay, the bankers, each and every person who deals with the organization are the stakeholders of the company. Okay, so here if we see this CSR, the obligation of CSR means, the approach of CSR means it basically contributes on three aspects. It delivers three aspects like economic, social and environmental benefits. Okay, so how it helps for the society, for the consumers, for the suppliers, okay, in different aspects. So the basic principles of CSR, when an organization wants to adopt this CSR, means primarily it fulfills its obligations or it fulfills its responsibilities towards all these stakeholders. Okay, so here if we see, it encompasses with two aspects. CSR encompasses with two aspects. So what are those two aspects? So first one is it neutralize or minimize harmful effects caused by its process and product usage. Okay, so definitely any company, if it is manufacturing products, means to some extent it involves pollution. Okay, climate pollution like water pollution or air pollution, some pollution, nature will be to some extent it will be affected. So it will take some steps, necessary steps, to minimize that harmful effects to the climate, not only to the climate, to the stakeholders of the organization. So basically the first two aspects means, the first and foremost aspect is that minimizing its harmful effects caused by its uh, company. Okay, why? Because it definitely undergoes some process for producing a product. Okay, so in this process definitely some emissions from the company can be seen, which is harmful for the climatic conditions or else harmful for the nature. So definitely each and every organization takes some steps to minimize that effect. Secondly, the further steps a company takes using its resources, core competence, skills, location, and funds for the benefit of people and the environment. Each and everything of the organization, each and every resources of the organization were utilized for the benefit of the people and at the same time benefit of the environment also. Why? Because CSR, it focuses on economic, social and environmental benefits. Okay, so CSR means economical, social and environmental. Okay, so these three aspects were given primary importance by the CSR principles. So here it uses all these resources for the benefit of society, okay, and environment. So these practices, these CSR practices provides certain benefits to enterprise. So why this or these organizations has to go for CSR means it definitely by practicing CSR it benefits to the enterprises. Okay, so why they have to go means basically employees demand the company to be socially responsible. Okay, some of the employees will come up to the seniors and managers also saying that they need to do their bit for the society as well as the culture. Okay, and also here consumers also expect better business practices it creates. Okay, so it creates a competitive immunity, well by competitive. Okay, likewise the competition all around you need to concentrate on who are your competitors, what are your competitors doing. Okay, uh, always competition is nice, or else taking a step back at sometimes is good for our organization. Okay, so we have to think all these aspects for uh, going or else for implementing CSR policies in the organizations. So CSR is important and it is a moral imperative. Okay, so ethically also, morally and ethically also, integrity wise, organizations feel some wholesome satisfaction. Okay, so here applying CSR policies in the organization definitely benefits the enterprises. So improving relationship with stakeholders, it refers to the fact that CSR activities help an enterprise to develop the relationship with stakeholders. Okay, so it benefits the enterprises having good relationship with the stakeholders of the company. We all know stakeholders are nothing but the suppliers, consumers, okay, employees of the organization, bankers, government. Okay, so all these are the stakeholders of the company. So maintaining good relationships with the stakeholders gives great impact on the marketability of our product. At the same time, in return, it increases the profit of the organization. Okay, so all these comes from the goodwill. The goodwill means it, which it results in the CSR policies. If a company is applying the CSR policies, means definitely it gives good impression to the society, it gives good impression to the consumers, okay, to the employees. Each and every person will have a good positive impression on the organization. So definitely it leads to the growth of the organization. And coming to the second benefit, if enterprises are transparent, okay, about their activities, conducted for the welfare of communities, they can better understand the perception of stakeholders and issues that may affect their operations. Means, see, following every organization maximum follows the CSR policies. So while following these CSR policies, definitely they keep their things, CSR policies, on their website, or else they keep transparently. Each and every person can know about their CSR policies. Okay, so by knowing these CSR policies, different stakeholders may have different perceptions. So, if at all there are any issues regarding those CSR policies, okay, so they may be known to the organizations, okay, due to this transparency. So, which good steps may be taken by the organizations, and ultimately this affects their operations. Okay, so coming to third aspect, this information helps the enterprises in defining priorities and ensuring that the business practices are aligned with the ethical standards. Okay, so in CSR policies, each and every organization, as I said before, they will have a CSR policy. So, what are their CSR policies? They will be defined. So, what are the priorities they are given? For example, any organization is giving priority to the education, giving education to the poor people of their employees only. Okay, or else uh, not only for their employees, but to the external environment also, to the society also. Okay, so uh, it depends upon the priority that is given by the organizations. Okay, not only education, it may go for health also. Okay, so health and education are very very important aspects in the society. Definitely the priority that is given by the organization, okay, the practices that are followed by the organization, they should align with the ethical standards. Okay, in previous class we have studied about ethics. Okay, means the values that are given, the values that are given more importance by the organizations, all these can be observed by the stakeholders of the organizations. Okay, so the priorities will have a great impact on the productivity of the, or else the performance of the organization. Next, coming to attracting the investors. Okay, attracting the investors means, definitely whenever CSR policies are being implemented in an organization, means that those organizations will have goodwill. Okay, so that goodwill grab the investors. Okay, definitely investors will attract to that type of organizations who are having moral values and ethical values, who are giving more importance to society also. Now actually organizations means they work for profit motive only. Even though they work for profit motive, at some situation, okay, so they will give importance to the society also, welfare of the society also. This attracts the investors. Why? Because whenever an organization is following some ethical and moral values, it gives a perception to the external environment that the same values, the same ethics can be followed in their manufacturing also, giving quality product to the customer also. Okay, a perception will be definitely created on that particular organization. So ultimately it draws attention, okay, from the investors. If at all it attracts the investors, means it increases the share value of our organization, which ultimately brings profits to the organization, right? And another one is improving financial performance. Whenever there is increase in the shareholders, definitely it shows impact on the financial performance of the organization. Okay, and coming to another one, increasing public credibility. As I said before, credibility is nothing but the goodwill. Okay, it depends ultimately on the priority that is given by the organizations on CSR policies. Okay, the policy may be anything, like as I said before, education, sustainability, or else health, okay, or else innovation, or else inequalities. So anything may be taken up by the organizations as their CSR policy, right? Or else giving fair wages to the employees. All comes under CSR policies only, okay? And utilizing the resources effectively. Optimum utilization of scarce resources also can be seen in CSR. Definitely this benefits the organization. Why? Because scarce resources means, so we have to use them in a proper way without any wastage. Okay, so if at all companies are following the CSR policy means, then scarce resources will be used very effectively. So utilization of the resources effectively means without any waste. Okay, that is the sense for effectively. Effectively means using those resources with low cost, with low waste. Okay, so if we see any example means, Unilever in Bangladesh, okay, a tree plantation program is being taken up as a CSR policy, okay, to raise environmental awareness about using the resources efficiently. Okay, so because as we are seeing global warming, okay, plantation of trees, it is a program means safeguarding the environment, okay, creating environmental awareness in the people. Why? Because without trees we don't have oxygen, okay, as due to all these pollutions, due to these developmental aspects, due to deforestation, okay, uh, global warming can be seen. So it is an urgency, okay, uh, to have a plantation of trees, okay, all over the world. So the urgency of this environmental awareness is being created by the Unilever company. Okay, so if we see what is the obligation of CSR means, obligation of CSR, as I said before, we can see obligation towards stakeholders means the stakeholders are the shareholders, consumers, suppliers, workers, community. Okay, so each and every aspect we'll see now. Okay, so responsibility towards shareholders. Okay, so CSR policies in an organization means towards shareholders, how we can see or else how we can implement CSR policies. So providing accurate financial information to the shareholders of a company should be there. We should not manipulate the financial structure or else the financial performance of the organization. For example, if the financial performance of the organization is not that good means, okay, it should be revealed to the shareholders of the company, because they are the investors of the company. They has every right to know about the financial status of the organization. So we have to, organization has a responsibility to provide accurate financial information to the shareholders. At the same time, it has to provide fair and adequate returns. Okay, fair and adequate returns on capital invested by them. So each and every shareholder, he will invest in the organization. Okay, so we have to uh, give or else we have to return on uh, on their investment in the form of interest or dividends or anything. Okay, profits. So fairly we have to give him. Likewise, we have to maintain regular and effective communication with them. This is very, very important. Why? Because shareholders are the investors of the company. We have to be very honest towards them. We have to give regular updates to our stakeholders, our shareholders. Okay, so there should be effective communication. Each and every update should be communicated properly to the shareholders. Vague communication should not be there. Okay, effective communication, proper communication should be there. Preparing audited financial reports of the business. Okay, uh, means financial aspects. Okay, if we see the financial department, uh, the time to time auditing should be done, then only each and everything in, or else the flaws in the financial department, or else the positive aspects can be known. So uh, it is the responsibility of the company to give, or else to prepare audited financial reports of the business, not the fake reports. Okay, informing shareholders about annual, general, and emergency meetings. This is a general thing that is done by each and every company in the organizations. Okay, because every year organizations, or else the companies, conducts meetings which are known as annual meetings, general meetings. Okay, uh, so for all these meetings, each and every shareholder of the company should be informed. Okay, so these are some of the responsibilities by the company towards shareholders regarding the CSR policies. Okay, now coming to responsibility towards customers. Okay, so towards customers means here customers side we will see responsibility and accountability. Okay, so responsibility and accountability of an enterprise towards the consumers, towards the individuals who buy our products and services. Okay, so while a customer or a person is buying our products or services, means we organization is responsible to provide high quality products at reasonable prices. This is very, very important. Quality products at reasonable prices. Okay, and we have to give um, maximum satisfaction to customers. Means maximum satisfaction means giving value for their money. Okay, so maximum satisfaction should be given to the customers. At the same time, restraining the selling of adulterated and low quality products and services. So adulterated and low quality products is nothing but, for example, if we see in food, for example, food products are being manufactured. So there will be certain restrictions on using certain type of chemicals. Okay, in food, in food processing. So this is known as food adulteration. Okay, so we have to restrain the selling of adulterated and also low quality products and services. So this is the responsibility of organization. Likewise, advertising products and services to make customers aware about them. Okay, so advertising is an important department, important aspect in an organization. Without giving advertisements, people may not know about our product. So while giving advertisement only, we have to give the benefits of our product. Okay, and the services that we are giving to the customers, and all these aspects, the services, the products should be known by the customer. So we have to create that impact on the customers. And introducing customer care centers and consumer advisory councils to listen and solve customer grievances. So customer care centers should be there. Why? Because after selling also, okay, if at all there are any issues with the product, means the customer has to communicate with the organization. For that, there should be customer care centers. Okay, then only the customer can communicate any issues with the organization. And also consumer advisory councils also should be there. And if at all there are any customer regrets, if at all there are any customer grievances regarding that particular product, those issues, those grievances can be taken to the consumer advisory councils. Okay, likewise, abiding by the rules and regulations under the Consumer Protection Act. So